Free Comic Day special, Night Terrors, came out today.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got maybe like, I don't know, 12-page sort of teaser for the Night Terrors miniseries. And then it's got a lot of front covers from the tie-in two-shot miniseries. Also, did you see the checklist after the main story, Matt?
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's a lot. See, when you just list the titles like that, it's like, holy shit, that's a lot of books. Now, to be fair though, as we discovered in the solicits last time, like 70% of the regular books are taking those 2 months off, so it's not actually that big of a deal.
No.
But it does look a lot when you just look at the list.
It's overwhelming just to see the list laid out like that. But when you think it's a 2-month event, and how many books we already read that are, basically on break during those, it's not actually that bad. But still, just seeing them listed all like that was just like a.
I feel like because it's August and September, or is it July and August?
Mm-hmm.
August, September, right? I feel like we'll be reading a lot in August, and then it'll probably half in September once we realize which ones we want to read the second half of. Would be my guess. But anyway, so yeah, this is just a little tease where Damian has a nightmare and there's some force who's mad at Batman and the Justice League for, I don't know, hiding something from him. And there's these big eyes, big eyeballs everywhere. And Damian wakes up and Batman's like, you've been pushing yourself too hard, Damian, you need to have a rest.
Yeah.
And that's basically it.
I do love that they start off and they're trying to get Killer Moth and Firefly, right? And that's where Damian's like, I need a nap though, and he falls into the nightmare. It's kind of Freddy Krueger with the Never Sleep Again, right? But then when he wakes back up after he's done the dream in a dream piece, Killer Moth and Firefly are hanging up on like a water tower, and one of them asks him if he's okay. That made me laugh like a bit, and I was like, okay, this is the Williamson that I like. All right, it's not too. We haven't gotten too out of control yet.
That gave me a chuckle.
Focused.
But I will say this: this did not make me excited for the premise of this story at all.
No, and neither did the art in the back.
It feels like just a lot of potential just to do a lot of random weird shit for the sake of it to fill time for 2 months, and then we'll get back to the actual books afterwards. Like that's what it feels like to me, especially all the tie-in series. Maybe the main book will have something to actually say, but I don't know. I really feel it. I really feel it all. So obviously Williamson wrote this because he's writing the main book when it's coming out. And then what do we have here? We have where's the credit page? I need the artist. That's the back. Chris Bacalo and Howard Porter were on art for this. So yeah. Yeah, I will say I think it's Howard Porter here doing this last page. He's never been good at Batman. I feel like Howard Porter Batman looks a bit wonky.
Yeah, for whatever reason, maybe it's because we're used to him on the Flash or even the Green Lantern in parts. Batman requires a subtlety, right, with the shadows and stuff that Porter just doesn't execute very well, I think.
Yeah. So you get a big checklist, and then you get a big cover gallery for a lot of the variant covers and stuff of the minis. And there's like 8 straight pages of Matina covers, so those are quite nice.
Yeah.
So, yeah, honestly, I don't have a whole lot to say about it. It just kind of feels like, obviously this is teasing who the main villain is behind all of it, and that'll be the big thing of the main book, but I'm really getting this vibe of all these 2-issue minis just being like, let's throw Wonder Woman into this weird situation because nothing matters because it's all a nightmare.
Right.
Actually, it's that arc Tom King did of Batman where it was nightmares for 7 issues, except it's with every character.
That we didn't really enjoy.
No.
Yeah.
It's been fine for 1 issue, and then he woke up, but as a whole arc,
yeah, not so much.
Yeah, I'm kind of dreading these 2 months, to be honest. But, what?
You know what, though? I'm going to look at the creative teams that I enjoy already, and, like Philip Kennedy Johnson on the Superman one. I'm sure it'll play off all the stuff that he's been doing in War World.
I'm sure there'll be a few gems. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. Like it's impossible for none of them to be worthwhile. But I just my overall feeling is that I'm just like I'd rather my main stories weren't taking a break for 2 months. But
yeah, me too.
We'll see what they do with it.
We line up there.